Hello, it's Sally here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be working on my Just Because quilt that I'm following along with Corinne from To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne. And I just wanted to show you, I'm not sure whether I actually finished everything last time on the video. I've done my little monogram of my husband's monogram. I'm putting all my family's initials on the quilt. And I've sewn everything down now. I think that's what I was doing last time. Put on some Suffolk puffs there. That was just to hide a raw edge, a raw seam, because I'm thinking no raw seams on this. Whether that changes or not, I don't know as I go along, but at the moment there's no raw seams, so that's done. I've sewn all this down. So this is going to be my top left-hand corner of the quilt, and then I'm working that way and then down. I've finished the back of it. It's not terribly decorated at the moment. I've just gone through with a in fact I've not tied it off. I've got the strand there. I just went down the little holes in the tablecloth with some blue thread, and I've just gone and done a running stitch around this doily in the blue thread as well, and that's all gone down in blue thread. So for now it's finished, but I can always come back and pop more bits on it when it starts developing and I can see what the back looks like. But the back's going to be fairly plain, I think, and it's going to be more just about the embroideries that are already on the tablecloths that I'm going to be using to make my quilt on the back of my quilt. And then this bit here will cover the next panel down, panel number four I think it is, as I counted them. So that's that. So I'm starting on my next panel for October. So this is my wadding that I've got that's going in next to this one, and I will eventually sew them together, but I think I'm going to work on them separately. So what will happen is a piece that I choose for here, sorry, I'm a bit far down, aren't I? It will overlap this piece, but this piece here, you see, will overlap this one. So when I'm placing my fabrics, that's what I'll bear in mind, that there's already a piece here that I don't need to have anything ornate underneath here. I might put a bit of cotton, a piece of cotton underneath it. I'm not sure yet. I don't think there is under this, is there? So no, I probably won't actually. I'll probably just go straight on top of that. So that's what I'm working with at the moment. Panel number 2 is this. Hopefully you can see most of it. Sorry about the camera angle. I've tried to put it up my camera up a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. So anyway, I've got my fabrics around me. I've got my lovely aprons here, which are my inspiration on the front side. Oh, let's go back to the back actually. I knew there's something else I was going to say about the back. I'm just going to take this one off a minute. So for this, oh, hang on, I will do this one here. When I put my fabric down for this one, I put it right close up to the edge because I wasn't sure what I was doing. So what I'm going to do is the next piece that I'm putting on, this one, is going to overlap this one. And this is the fabric that I've chosen, or the tablecloth that I've chosen. It's got a beautiful crinoline lady on it in all 4 corners, which the embroidery is lovely. So I have chosen, the corner I've chosen is this corner. And the reason why I've chosen this corner, although there's a rust mark on it, which I'm going to, I will probably put a doily on top of, is just because it's got a little bit of, I don't know what that is. It's just a little bit of, oh, it says somebody's initials. But they've obviously worn off over time. But it's also got a number on it as well. I think it's upside down, ELF 74, which I quite like. So that's going to be visible, and that red thread is going to be visible as well. I'm not taking that off. So what's going to happen is this piece here, let me just move up a little bit. It's going to go over here. I'm going to go a little bit over the edge that way. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut halfway in between the design. So I'm going to take a quarter of this tablecloth. In fact, I'm going to do it now. Let's do it now. I've got enough enough room. So yeah, I'm going to take a quarter of the tablecloth. So if I get my scissors, it's always a bit daunting, I know, snipping into a new piece of, or a fresh piece of fabric, but it is old, it's got staining on it, and it would just get left in a drawer or a cupboard. So I don't even know if I'm doing this straight. So I'm just going to go with it, and it will be on my quilt where it can be loved and admired for years and years to come, hopefully. Just trying to find where I'm coming up to the centre. I think that's around the centre where the fold mark is. So let's start this way and the same this way. I'm just using that as the marker for the halfway point. And hopefully I'm not too wobbly. Going up, I can always straighten it if I am. Yeah, we're meeting somewhere here. There. So that's going to be, I'm going to pop that over there and I'll fold that up later. This is my panel piece that I've got, and like I say, it has got a little bit of staining here. These have all been washed, but obviously that wouldn't come out, but I'm going to plonk some a doily over the top of that, so it's no problem. There's a little bit of, I may mend that because I don't want anything coming undone. I don't mind this as rough and everything, but the actual design, I may just feed that through actually. If I just feed that through, I think it might be protected from coming undone. Little bit of staining there, and that's a bit of a rust mark as well. I'm not too bothered if there's staining. I think that's about it. Apart from that, it's okay, but the stitching is just lovely. Love these flowers here as well. So that's my back piece, which I will pop on later. But now I've got that, so I'll put that in my project box. So what we're doing, let's do the front over this side. So I'm just going to have that there just to remind me that I don't need anything in that top corner. I wonder if I could draw. I might draw it actually. Let's put that up like that. I'm just going to get a pen. There, kind of like there is where it's going to come over, so I can pop that out of the way for now. I don't have that much room on my desk, so that's, yeah. Okay, so I've gone through my aprons and I've picked out this one today. So I'm picking out an apron for each panel and then taking that as inspiration for my colourways. Now, I'm going back to this one again. I probably shouldn't have put it away. The apron that I chose last time was this one here, although you can't really see that much of it. It kind of started the colour inspiration for the other parts of the panel, so I'm quite happy with that. I can see underneath it a little bit, and I know it's there. Other aprons probably will play a bigger part because the fabric is really lovely on some of them. So this is going to be my next one. So what I'm thinking is here, this is a raw edge, and it's where my panels are going to butt up. Oh, sorry, I've got fluff flying around. Kind of there. So I'm thinking this, if you saw my last video or my very first video, I think it was, when I was contemplating what fabrics to use on this one, this was my first choice and I didn't use it because I just couldn't find a place for it. And the place obviously is here. That's where it's going to go. So I might go down a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm going to, then I'll have to put something there because I didn't want to raw edge. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that. So it will probably, I have got a bigger one. I wonder if the bigger one will be better. I'm just thinking if it goes down onto the next panel. Let me just go and grab the bigger one because I think I know where it is. bigger one, although it's got a bit more staining on it. I don't mind a little bit, but that's quite a lot. No, I think that's too big. I'm going to go with that one, and it's going to go there. So I'm just seeing how much room I've got here, because obviously I've got to cover that, and then that something will go over this one, i.e. that kind of thing. So then that will go over that. That'll be what'll happen on the next panel, the ones down below. But for now, I've left an inch all the way round so that I can go either under or over. But with these frayed edges, then it's definitely something's going to go over the top. So that's right. So first fabric choice is that, which is, oh, hang on, something's fell on the floor, which is then leading me onto this here. And I think the flow is quite nice. This colour here is kind of, you can't see that, can you? Kind of like this greeny bluey colour. So I'm thinking this one. Now this one's lovely. It's got some, it's called something, isn't it? Is it like chicken scratch? I think it's called, where you embroider over the gingham squares. I think it's called that. I'm not sure, but something like that. So I'm just having a look to see what we've got here. We've got a pocket piece I could use, but I like this. So I could use, sorry, everything's coming away. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to take that away now. Just give me a little bit more space. So that's going to go there. I'm just going to pop a couple of pins in that just so that I know of the placement. Oh dear, where are my pins? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh dear. There's one there. We'll do for now. Okay, so that's reminds me that that's there. That's reminding me that there's kind of like something going there. And then we've got this. Do I want that way or that way? Right, I'm just going to place it down for now, just to grab some other colours. I've got this. Now this I used on the other piece, but it has been hidden by the lace, but I do love this, and I'm thinking, oh, look at that, it's not quite the right. It doesn't matter, I suppose I can put something else there. Like that there. Just going to move that down. Oh, I'll tell you what else I've got. I've also got this. Found this in a cupboard when I was looking for something, and this, it's never been framed. I did it in 1995. So what's that? That's nearly 30 years ago, isn't it? And it's just been sat in a cupboard all those years. I was wondering if I could put that on. And I could even the colours are quite well matched, I think, with all this. So I quite like to put that on. Sorry, sorry, I'm going up the page. Yeah, I'd quite like to put that on. Right, okay. I quite like the placing of that there because it's got a lot of, that's going to be over, and there might be a little gap there actually. I need to pull it over a little bit. That's wasted a lot of fabric then. Like that. Okay, perhaps not on this one. Perhaps on another one. On the other side, maybe. Let me just take that off a minute. So I've got to remember that's going to overlap, so that could go overlap to there. I don't want to go up to the top because I'm having things over from one side to the other on the top. So I don't want to waste anything. I suppose it could go there, but then that means there's still a gap there. If it went there. I'm going to save it for another panel, I think. I don't think it's going to go onto this one, just because I want that there. I may have to go up a tiny bit, I'm not sure. It's going to have to go there, like that. Just like that edge. Oh, do you know what? I think that's the wrong way around. Of course it is. Is it? What does it matter? Can you tell? Can't really tell. Go back. Right, so that like that. Then, oh, it's on my lap. I quite like it down here in a row, so to go like that. Or if it went under that, right, if it went under there, pretend under there, and this, then that can always go down to the next panel as well, which would be nice because I know the other panel this side has got to overlap, whereas this one's going to underlap. Okay, does that blue and that green go together? Then I've got this. This is going to be a really colourful one if I go for something like that. Is it going to be too much? Right, it's going to be too much with this one, I think. I need to tone it down a bit. Need to tone it down. Let's have a look. Like that. Yeah, I need to tone it down. Let's take that out of the way, because this is a must for this one. I'm going to definitely do this one for this one. So that's going to be there. Then I need to get some paler colours in. So, oh, hang on. That's that bigger one. I have found a bigger one. Which I think might be better. That's another one that hasn't got the staining in it. I didn't realise I'd got that. I'll just pop those pins there. And could even go that way now. Or that way. That way, and then it's going to go down below the, that's going to be an overlap. Right, I'm going to just leave those pins there for now, because I've not got anything straight. So that, and then we need to find some more. I'm all tangled up. Look at that. Let's get some doilies out and have a look. This one's a nice one. Look at this. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look. Let's have that, shall we? I like that at the top. Then that kind of blends in a little bit more. Or does that need to go? I'm really sorry about waffling on and everything. Does that need to go there? No, that down there somewhere, and then that there. It doesn't even go that way. Like that. Oh no, I don't need a finished edge on that. Sorry, I don't need a finished edge on this. I keep having to remind myself. So that it could go, it doesn't really matter, it could go that way. Like that. Carrying on that way. And then this under here, yes, is going to go there. And then that's going to carry on that way. Oh, hang on. Yes, I think. Right, I'm doing a dangerous thing here by looking for more pieces because I've found something that I like and I shouldn't really change my mind. I know that, and I'm not listening to myself. I'm just trying to tone down some of the colours because I don't want this one to be so palish and this one to be so bold. I want it kind of to blend. That's lovely, isn't it, with the yellow edge? And if that went over there, then that could go over that way, can't it? And I just need to find, sorry, I'm doing it again. That can go over that edge. I just need to find something there. I like that. And it would have to go over because the border's so pretty, but then I'm losing that there. Yes, okay. Over and along. Yes. Sorry, I'm going to lose that one. Right, let's stop because this can go on for hours. That's going to go there. So that edge will go over and that will be my back. What, got my crinoline lady on there, haven't I? But at the top of the crinoline lady, there isn't anything. I think that will go well with the crinoline lady. Yes. So that like that. Then I will just find something else to pop over that little bit. And then that, I think that blends nicely into that colour. Sorry if you can't see it, it's a little bit. And then I will put something on that. No. Let's just get these down first. Okay, so how on earth do I do this? Let's make some room, I suppose, first. Oh, look, I've got that as well. How gorgeous is that? No. Okay. I'm just going to move my fabric out of the way so that I don't get distracted by any other colours. I know what I want. That's something else. Right. We can go over there. Let's try and lay these out a little bit. So, I'll need to put my, right, I'm going to put my crinoline lady on first, I think, because that's, they've both got to go on, haven't they? Right, so let's do this one first. I don't think I'm going to sew those down and work on everything together. I think I'm going to work on this panel separately. That's what my initial thoughts are. So if I just butt up, and then I can, where's it gone? Lost my lady. Yeah, that it's going over that flower. I'm not bothered about losing that flower. I'm just going to get my big pins out. I just think that'll be easier than the pin ones. Oh, there they are. Right, just pop that up. Go and pin that down. Okay, I'm just randomly popping in pins now because that's where it's lying. Okay. Let's go through. Okay, I'm on that one, I think. Right, that'll be okay for now. Okay, so this is this side. I don't think I need that. I just need to place that doily, don't I? That's over there. Right. Do I want it that way or that way? That way. About there. Okay, so take that away. Okay. This no, let's do this one first. Where did I have this one? Did I have it? Oh, I didn't realise it's got the waistband as well. Right. Right, so I am going to cut this. Thinking, I'm just going to do it there for now. Being careful not to cut anything else underneath. That's probably too big, but if there are any leftovers, they'll have to go into my scrap jar, pot box. Right, let's put that out the way. And we can see what we've got to play with. Go somewhere like that for now, and that can carry on excuse me, over to the next one that way, and then pop this one on. Just get the right way around. That's the right way around. Right way. Just got to remember where everything meets. Am I going that way? Yes, I think I'm going to go. That one is going to go over, and that's going to go over that one. Like that. I'm going to try and move it up a little bit because I want all of those flowers going over. And that's not going to meet properly, is it? Okay. I kind of want all those flowers. Oh, look at that, doesn't that look pretty? I like all those flowers going over. Like that. But I've got a problem here, where everything's meeting. So what I will do is, I could always plonk some suffer puffs over the top of it. That'll be my answer to everything, I think. If there's, sorry, I think I've just knocked you, gaps everywhere. Let's just get this back in and see what we can do. Might be able to do something with that doily. Do that there. There, but that's going over that one. That's going over that one. Yeah, you see, look, it's only a little bit, but it matters. If I move it up, then you can see that or not, there's a gap down here, but that could be overcome with overlapping. Something's got to be overlapped there, so I'm not worried about that one actually. I might leave that because that can overlap onto the next one. In fact, I think it probably will. That's my answer. So question is overlap or overlap? Yeah, overlap that way. Okay, so we'll have that there. Just to check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that back. I think I'm spending more time on actually putting the pieces together than I will be stitching it. Because you're having to figure out, because it's not just a plain panel, you're having to figure out what's happened that way, what's going to happen that way, and then you've got your back. So there's a lot to think about. It's like joining the puzzle pieces together. It's like a jigsaw. You're having to figure out without a what are those jigsaws called? Without pictures, you know, the ones, is it Wasgage or whatever they're called? You buy one of those, and that feels a bit too thick. No, that's fine. The actual picture that you need to solve isn't the same one as what's on the box. It makes your brain tick a little bit more than what it usually does. Yep, so that's all good. That's all good. So I have got I would call a blank space in that there's, although it's patterned, it's not got any embellishments on it, so I will probably put something on there. I don't know what yet. See how it looks. Oh, I might actually, oh, I could do some of this, couldn't I? I could do some of this. There we go, that's what I'm going to do. Problem solved. Some of these pins are rubbish. No, doesn't want to go through. Am I going through another pin maybe? This. It's because of all the layers, I think, now that I've got the, maybe it's just the rubbish pin. Is the rubbish pin maybe? Let's try another one. Yeah, there's a rubbish pin. Right. Just trying to get everything straight. Although I can tack it down. So on these, it is a vintage one. I mean, you can see, look, there's bits of where it's coming apart and everything, but I just, and here as well, I mean, look at this, I've seen better days, but I just love the colours. I love the vintageness about it, so I'm not worried at all. I quite like all the little bits of wear and tear. I think I've got nothing. I'm going to have to remember that something's going underneath that, so I can't tack that. But I can tack that side, can I, or not? I don't know. That's something else to think about. Okay, so I'm probably going to, I think I've been waffling on long enough, and with my indecision and everything, so I think I'm going to leave it there. So I tell you what, let's just have a quick look at the crinoline lady and how she looks with those flowers. Yeah, they go really well, don't they? Oops. Tangled in all the pins. Yeah, those flowers go lovely. Whether you can see it or not in one go, but they definitely go. So I'm going to leave it there, and what I might do now is tack it all down and sort my brain out so I know where I'm sewing and where I'm not sewing. That's probably going to be the next thing I need to think about. I think it's just this bit here that I've got to remember not to tack this down or this down because something's going underneath it. And I've got guidelines, haven't I? So it will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. So take care. Bye bye.